far as the microphone. So I just bought a new wireless microphone from Temu, and I'm trying to see if it works. So if there's someone out there who's listening eventually, if you can just give me a thumbs up or tell me on the comments if you hear my voice. This is a trial or like a pilot. Feel free to ask me a question about carpet cleaning or about my faith or about my life or whatever you want to ask me about. The main purpose for this short Q&A is to see if my microphone is actually working. So if someone can let me know, I called my dad to tell me if he can log in to tell me if it works. So I'm waiting for someone to put a message online to tell me if my microphone works. It says perfect. Ed Urquiza, Senior. That's my dad. Thank you so much for watching. Do you have a question, Dad? Any question? I hear you. Oh, great, Cynthia. Thank you so much. So I got these wireless Bluetooth microphones from Temu. And are you lost? Okay, great. It works. Great, Cynthia. Thank you so much. It was only like $10, but it doesn't work on my iPhone. It doesn't work on a laptop. I'm actually in the corner of my bedroom right now, Dad. Thank you for asking if I'm in a cave. Any carpet cleaning tonight? No, but I did do a job, kind of an emergency job, which was around 2 o'clock. I got a call saying that they called the carpet cleaning company and the guy didn't show up. So they already had all their furniture moved. So they called me for last minute. I went, got the job done. As I was wrapping up the job, the carpet cleaner that was supposed to be there showed up. And it was a guy I knew previously from like Facebook Marketplace. He was cool. WBC, yeah, World Baseball Classic, USA team. But the guy was cool, and the customer was telling him like, hey, like no one ever contacted us, no one ever showed up, and the guy was like, well, I was scheduled for 3:30, and I was already wrapping up my hoses, and I looked back at the guy, I'm like, hey, I have nothing to do with this, it's not my fault. So I just tried to help. That was it. But nice, very good, stable audio. Great. The weird thing is, so I had this one connected to first on my first take of this pilot, and the I guess the battery went dead. So I'm hoping that these things have at least like 30 minutes to an hour worth of battery. But eventually I'm going to upgrade. Eventually I'm going to have a nice studio, hopefully. And eventually I'll be able to have better equipment and stuff. But my purpose also with this Q&A is for one, to see if the audio works. For two, to kind of just experience what it's like talking on my own and kind of dialoguing with people through questions, but also like figuring out in the future what do people want to hear, what do people want to learn, what do people want to listen to, what type of people do you want me to interview, or what things do you want to learn that I've experienced, what do you guys want to learn about the carpet cleaning industry, starting a carpet cleaning business, what are the struggles, how much money does it take, how long does it take to be profitable, or whatever the case may be. So I want this place to be eventually somewhere where people can go to get some good content, some good information. But I also want to experience with interviewing people. So whether that's in-person interviews or that's over the phone interviews and like video calls, I want to try to get that done too, because I want to hear people's stories. I want to hear how they either became successful or on the process of becoming successful. I want to know how people battle through struggles of life. I want to know what people believe. I want to know what their trust and what their faith is in. I want to know what people believe about the Bible. I want to know what people. Hey, Cynthia, it's Eddie's father. Remember me on the previous video of Eddie's job? Yeah. So my dad, when he visited last week, he filmed a whole carpet cleaning job for me. And the cool part about that job with my dad filming was he was able to ask me the questions that the people were asking. So as I was cleaning, I would stop for a few seconds and answer some questions. And I thought that was really cool. So thank you, Dad, for doing that for me. And then also Cynthia, thank you for asking the questions. There was a couple other people that asked some really good questions too. So thank you guys. So any other questions? I'm gonna make this probably short because I just wanted to do it as a trial run. But while I'm here, if there's any questions anybody has, be great. But yeah, so as I was wrapping up that job, the carpet cleaner pulled up and he gets out of the car. He's like talking to the customer, and I look back and I'm like, I have nothing to do with this, man. Like, sorry. And he was cool, but he obviously was a little bit ticked off. But yeah, so I got one job in today, Cynthia, and I wasn't planned. I didn't plan to do it, but I got one job in. If you look on one of my short videos from today, it's basically the guy called because he needed a yearly warranty clean on his brand new car, or not brand new. Thank you, Logan. Enjoy your videos. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, hopefully if you guys ever want to put something down like you want to see. So Cynthia, she always talks about like she wants to see more CRB action. She want to do that. So her wanting to see the CRB in action caused me to do that video with my dad with the whole carpet cleaning job, so she can see as much CRB as I do in a normal apartment. So Logan, if there's ever anything you want to see or talk about or ask questions, let me know. I got a few things in the works right now, guys. So obviously I have my carpet cleaning business that I've been doing for 4 years. So I'd like to more CRB. Okay, I'll try. I usually bring out the CRB once, or about 85% of the time. So there's certain times that I don't, but I usually bring out the CRB because overall it brings out just a better quality of clean. It really, especially as you're cleaning, you can see the difference. But you also, when you flip it over and you go to clean the CRB, you can see a lot of buildup in those brushes that the vacuum cleaner doesn't get. So yeah, but I got a lot of things. Logan, I started 2 months ago, 20 years old. Nice, man. Well, hey, you're about well, if I started 4 years ago and I'm 35, so I was 31. So you're 11 years quicker than me, man. So 20 inch or 15-inch CRB. I got the 15-inch CRB. 15. I think 10 is too small, but it probably would work good in residential settings when you have a lot of furniture, because the CRB can do damage. Like if it pulls on the carpet pretty hard, because they're pretty powerful machines. So if it pulls pretty hard on the carpet, it could bump you into some walls, bump you into some furniture, some beds, some dressers. So normally when I do a CRB, I try to stay about an inch to an inch and a half, 2 inches off of any borders or any boundaries. So I'm mostly doing just the trafficy areas and most of the cleaning spots. So the last thing I want to do is bump someone's dresser and have to pay for, to get it fixed or something. So the kick on those things could be difficult, especially if you're dealing with more like high fibered carpet, because it kind of just like has more of a pull. But Cynthia says, I prefer the bigger CRB, but some cleaners don't do the filtration lines. Yeah. And filtration lines, I put it in one of my last videos from this week. Filtration lines are very difficult to do. And personally, well, most of the carpet that I clean doesn't need filtration line cleaning necessarily, because it's mostly dark carpet and it's mostly apartment. But the ones that I definitely see when need like filtration line is light shaded carpet, like very light colored carpet that has been there for a while in residential settings. For some reason, those ones are the ones that build up those sides. Would you do janitorial service? I actually did janitorial service as an employee. I did that on the side as I was still trying to establish myself as a carpet cleaner, just to make a few dollars. It's hard work, man. The janitorial service is very hard. Janitorial and cleaning, like home cleaning, are very difficult industries. And the problem that I think is that most people have cleaned to a degree in their life. And as far as like cleaning their house, growing up, doing the dishes, doing, cleaning the stove and all these things. So when you go into a setting where you're expected to do a cleaning, since most people are professionals in their mind because hey, I know I can clean the fridge better. I know I can clean. It's like you can never make anyone happy. And the margins are very short, very small. So people aren't willing to pay 30, 40, $50 an hour for someone to do janitorial work or home cleaning work. But the thing that I like about the carpet cleaning industry is that you become you're a professional, and nobody really questions you. If you do a good job carpet cleaning, no one really questions you because they don't know how to do it and they don't have the right equipment. They don't have, whatever, the experience. So I really enjoy carpet cleaning because I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty thorough in it and I have a lot of experience with even my failures. But also, I like it because the margins are really good. So, like, you could, sometimes make 100 to $200 an hour, depending on how efficient you are and how well your machine is performing and how good of chemicals you have. So that's why I like carpet cleaning opposed to like janitorial or home cleaning services, because most people have, they're already pros in that, and it's very hard to make people happy. So let me see, did I miss some? I think I might have missed something. Let me see here real quick. Top chat, live chat. I don't even know how. Okay, there we go. I love how you involve your faith into your business. God is good. Yes. Amen, Logan. Thank you so much, man. Logan, if you don't mind me asking, what city do you live in? What part of the country are you? How come I can't keep the messages up? I'm trying to keep the messages up. Okay, here we go. I guess I have to scroll or something. So, let me see. So Logan started cleaning 20 at age 20 2 months ago. Logan, let me ask you a question. How are you cleaning right now? Are you using a portable, a truck mount, low moisture? What are you doing? And make more money because you have a job and do extra work. You pay a helper more than you would have otherwise per hour. If he or she is not an employee and you make more money because the job had you do extra work, do you pay helper more than you would have otherwise? So that's a good question, Dad. So Sherman, Texas is where Logan's from. Cool, man. Is that near Dallas, by the way, Logan? Any possibility? So, Dad, going back to your statement or question, so I pay my helper, which is gonna be an employee because I'm actually, Lord willing, gonna be hiring him in a few weeks. But I actually pay per hour. And then also, what we ran into this week is we had a situation where me and my guy got a big tip and we split it 50-50. So that's a one of the ways you can make money. But when it comes down to the actual job and upcharging and stuff like that, you basically just, try to, you just pay good money. And sometimes I pay more than I should for my work, for my helpers. But it's just one of those things, is you want to, make a place where people want to work and where people are motivated. And sometimes money motivates people, but what I've noticed in my business is more of purpose. Like, your purpose is what motivates you or what motivates me. So money motivates me too, but I would rather give up money to keep my integrity. And I'm not perfect in that, and a lot of times I have to even like confess or just be like, man, like, what did I do? But for the most part, like, because of my faith, and because I know that God ultimately is watching all the things that I do and that other people do, I try to make sure that I have as much integrity as possible and treat people the way I would want to be treated. So yeah, that's my kind of philosophy on that question, Dad. Let me see real quick. I don't know why the messages are disappearing. Cynthia lives in New York. Hey, Cynthia, are you a Mets fan or a Yankee fan? If any, let me know. As an owner, that is a great approach. Thanks, Dad. Yes, it is an hour from Dallas. Cool. Hey, Logan, I want you to do me a favor. Look up, I think it's Grace Bible Church of Dallas, or Grace Fellowship, or No, 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 not Grace. It's called Trinity Bible Church. Trinity Bible Church in Dallas, Texas. There's a guy who preaches there. His name's Steve Lawson. He's one of my favorite preachers to listen to. So if you have an opportunity, definitely look up Trinity Bible Church in Dallas, Texas. And he also has a Bible study on Thursday mornings at a local coffee shop there. So if you are ever in town, man, I would definitely suggest going to that Bible study. It's really, I listen to it on live stream, but you would have a blast there. And Steve Lawson is probably one of top 5 preachers that I've ever listened to. So what is VLM? Ed Urquiza asked my dad. So VLM stands for very low moisture. So it's basically either encapsulation cleaning or bonnet cleaning. Sometimes you can use those words interchangeably, but basically, yes, Cynthia got it right, very low moisture. So basically, you would vacuum CRB, or you would use a like a 175 floor scrubber with a bonnet pad or something like that. And then the idea is, instead of using hot water extraction from the truck mount, you would basically put a pad on the carpet, and it would extract the dirt in a low moisture version. So personally, I'm not the biggest fan of low moisture. I do believe that it has a place in the industry, but I'm not the biggest fan. So, but with that said, people have built $1 million companies with VLM. So I'm not, telling them what's. Logan says, trying out the VLM route, even though truck mounts are superior. It's been going really good. Great. Well, so Logan said, I had a portable, then I picked up an Oric, a Swirly 175, and a CRB. Nice. Cynthia, I think you were talking about, even though you just have a Swiffer and a parquet floors. I don't know what a parquet floor is, but Cynthia was saying something about just cleaning with a CRB, and that is possible. I personally would think that a CRB does a better job than an Oric, just because I used an Oric when I first started. But the main difference between a CRB and something that has an orbital is going to be the fact that the CRB really digs into the carpet, and it really pulls out a lot of stuff, and it lifts up the fibers. And usually the Oric or the 175s don't do that because they just spin. So that's my take. But thank you guys for your questions. Boston Celtics have a parquet floor. Interesting. Dad, maybe Cynthia can drive to Boston and get an account cleaning the Boston Celtics floor. Carpet cleaning Jeopardy. Cynthia gets 1,000 points. Yep, that's true. She's definitely very knowledgeable, and I really appreciate all you guys. I'm going to call it a night because I told my wife I'd be down about 15 minutes, but it's 18 minutes and 44 seconds. So thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed a short Q&A pilot series, experimental Bluetooth microphone challenge. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. God bless. And do you think certain ones do better jobs cleaning carpets? I think they do. Certain ones as far as CRBs or orbitals? I would say wands. Uh, my personal opinion is, when you talk about wands, are you talking like RX, the like rotary machines compared to like a standard wand, or are you talking about wand, like different types of wands, like carpet cleaning wands? Because personally, I use a 14-inch wide, 1 3/4 inch tube. And thank you, Cynthia. And just make sure on your wand that you have a glide, because that's gonna make your life a lot easier. Especially if you have a powerful truck mount, you want to make sure you get a glide. I personally use the hybrid holes. The slots, I used to use the slots. I like the hybrid better personally, but I don't really like the super small holes. So a hybrid is usually a good balance between those two. Well, anyways, thank you guys for your time, and I hope you had a great Q&A session. And think of some questions and maybe get them ready for me for next time. Thanks. See ya.